What's up, folks? This is Iceman, and today I'm going to give you guys my final and full review of the Marvel pinball machines by Arcade1Up. This is my honest review from a person that has the machine, and I'm going to give you the truth behind what you see online. A lot of people online, you see different reviews, and a lot of people are nitpicky. Okay, so I want to tell you from a point of view that's coming from a person that was waiting for this machine for quite some time. The day I saw them about to sell these cabs, these virtual pinball machines, I was pumped. Now, a lot of people got them for review way earlier than everybody else. Look at these professional YouTubers, they got these for review, and they got these way earlier than the regular folks. So I'm going to tell you from a regular folks point of view. Okay, so let's start at the back glass. Alright, so in my house I have 4 arcade machines, and I have this Marvel pinball machine. This thing is beautiful, people. It's absolutely beautiful. The back glass looks amazing. The 2 stereo speakers sound amazing. Whenever I play this machine, I crank it up, and the music, the sound effects are amazing. There are no complaints whatsoever from me. Now, then you go to the DMD display. For me, I absolutely think it serves its purpose. When on the real arcade machines, they were like orange and black. They weren't big. They were small, orange and black, displays that were LED, that were very simple at best. I used to work at an arcade, so I used to deal with those little things all the time. They're very simple and basic. They weren't huge. They weren't, detailed. They were very basic, people. So this one on this machine, it's basic. It does the job. I have no complaints. It is a screen with like a virtual LED. It's not real LEDs, but it looks cool to me. I don't really care. It looks cool to me when I'm playing the games. I've learned, because before I would just play pinball. I didn't really look at that. Well, now I've learned that it shows different things, and I'm able to pick the different, missions based upon what I see. And it's pretty cool. It works. It definitely works. Okay, so now let's come to the screen. So, I think this is a 24-inch or 27-inch screen. It is not the biggest screen. Now, what I'll tell you is, I'm 6'1". Now, as a 6'1" male, this thing is perfect size for me. When you're up on this machine, you can't really notice that it's not huge. Again, these machines from Arcade1Up, the whole idea of Arcade1Up is to make home-based machines. Okay? In most folks' home, we don't have the space for massive machines. You just don't have it. This, to me, is perfect. I can't ask for more. Yes, it would be nice to have a bigger screen in this size format, but the way they kind of put the black around the screen, it looks perfect to me. I can't complain. Now, at my eye level, it looks great. Now, of course, you see people online zooming way in, looking at every single detail. But come on, people. When you look at, these are where my eyes are. When you look at it from my eye level up here, You know, it looks beautiful. I mean, come on, people. All right, so let's look at the detail of the art. The side art is beautiful. You know, this looks awesome in my house. Awesome side art. The front panel is very simple. The plunger works great. The legs are very sturdy, people. Very sturdy. This is definitely arcade quality legs. I'm a big guy. I can lean on this thing and not worry about anything. I shake this thing, move it, bump it, push it, like any other arcade pinball machine, and this thing don't budge. This thing is well put together. I'm gonna tell you this. You know, people complain about, you know, Arcade1Up with this pinball machine, but let me tell you guys something. This is easy, the best quality machine that Arcade1Up has ever made. Period. Point blank. No ifs, ands, or buts. And understand this, people. This is version 1. This is version 1, folks. This is not version 2, generation 3, 4, 5, or 6. This is generation 1. Gen 1. Their first attempt. Understand that. Remember the Gen 1 Arcade1Up machines? I mean, compared to what we have now, they're like trash. You know what I'm saying? So this is generation 1 of the arcade pinball machines. Gen 1. And people were acting like this is Gen 4 or 5. Okay, it's generation 1, people. Generation 1. Okay, now you have the on-off switch in the front, the volume switch. These are menu selection switches, and the fake coin door, which I don't really give a shit. I don't really care. Who cares? This is also a select button and a launch button, and of course you got your plunger. The plunger to me feels like any normal arcade plunger on a pinball machine. Feels great. It's got a nice pop back. It's got that jiggle when you let it go. That's just how it is on real pinball machines. Here's one complaint on here. I wish there was a more sensitive volume adjustment, because it feels like it's either super high or super low, and you gotta kind of play with it to get it right in the middle. Now, when I play pinball, I love to crank it up. But if I have someone in the room with me, or if someone else is in the house, I don't want to full blast it. You know, I want to adjust it, and I just wish, again, this was a little bit more sensitive. Kind of like the Gen 4 machines, arcade machines. But again, it's Gen 1. So it's not going to be perfect. And I don't expect it to be perfect. But that, you know, hopefully when they come up with an update, because apparently Zen Studios says they're going to be doing a patch on all the machines. And they want to do one patch and be done with it. Unlike, you know, the Legends Ad Games company, where they bust out a patch every damn week, it seems like, and it ruins your machine every week. So they're trying to do one and done from Zen Studios and fix all the problems at once. So that's a major problem, but I'm sure not really. Let me rephrase that. That's a minor problem. You know, what I do is I play around with it. You know, there you go. So I play around with it. I eventually get to where I want to be. Okay, so that's my first very minor complaint that I wish they would fix, even if it was a knob kind of, because none of these were on real pinball machines, so it doesn't make a difference if this is a knob or what. Now, real pinball machines, it was kind of under the bottom of the pinball where you would turn it on, and there was also a little round switch that you would adjust to do the sound. I don't really care. I just wanted to be slightly more sensitive. So now let's get into the actual play field and the games. Now, I played every one of the games. I like them all. Now let's start with the first screen. And that first screen, you need to fix it. Again, this is very minor, people. Very minor. And I'm sure with the first and last firmware update, they will fix this. I kind of don't like that I have to pick my language every time I turn the machine on. But you know what? Who gives a shit? It works. You pick it, you keep it moving. I also don't need, the instructions every time. But you know what? It's a very minor issue. Alright, so now we're at the main screen where you can select your games. Okay, and I'm Iceman, as you can see, number 1. Alright, so from, again, my viewing angle as a 6'1" male that wears glasses, that doesn't have perfect 20/20 vision, this looks amazing to me. It just does. It does not, to me, look washed out in any way. It's a lot of grays. I mean, it's old cities in comics. When you look at the colors, to me, when you look at the colors, this is like more of a comic book look to it. It looks good to me. I have no complaints on the colors at all. The menu system to get to the games is very intuitive, right? Anybody can stand behind my machine, and anybody, no matter what age, can pick a game and play it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to navigate the machine to be able to pick a game. Unlike the competition. The competition, it's not intuitive whatsoever. This is very intuitive. Left and right, launch, it is simple. Okay. So with that being said, let's go into the game. We're going to pick Marvel Spider-Man. Okay? Now, again, once you press that to go into the game, again, it's intuitive. It shows you on the screen exactly what to do. Left goes up, right goes down, the launch button picks it. It's simple. Anybody can do it. It's simple. Right? Single player. Now it's going to load it. Now again, this is generation 1. It's not the fastest machine loading, but it's fast enough. And now we're at the actual play field. Now to me, again, without nitpicking, it looks great. I mean, I just don't understand people. The colors look great. The play field looks great. The responsiveness is great. I don't even remotely think that this looks washed out in any way, shape, or form. I don't want it to be any brighter than it already is. I don't care for it to be any darker than what it is. I think this is perfectly fine. I just don't see the issue with this playfield. I don't get it, people. I don't get it. A lot of people will nitpick it and zoom all the way down to the flippers and say, hey, look at those jagged lines. Well, come on, you idiots. Are you playing it that damn close? I mean, come on. You're not playing that close to the machine, right? This is not supposed to be razor sharp. I mean, these are retro. This is supposed to be a retro experience, right? Our competition, all the pinball tables are retro tables. You feeling me? I mean, whatever happened to quality of gameplay over graphics? And again, it looks great. I mean, really, people, it looks great. So let's turn the volume up a tad bit. Let's get into the various game sound effects. The soundtracks hype you up. I mean, seriously. When you play this game, it's amazing sound. It draws you into the game. It makes you want to play it. I have, in comparison, some Zachariah tables and some Gottlieb tables on my Legends arcade machine, right, with the buttons, right? And I've played them before. Guess what? I've no lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've fallen asleep while trying to play those games. And that's no lie. They're boring. The pinball tables to me are boring. These pinball tables, for example, are like multimedia. I mean, you got movement all over the place. You know, the damn thing's got movement and doing stuff. You know, the characters are moving all the time. They're jumping all around the place. They're talking to each other. They're fighting each other. It is very entertaining for sure. Okay, so let's load the ball up. Now, here's something else that I really like. And I'll say this in comparison to the competition, right? To me, the colors of the Arcade1Up pinball machine, it has a lot of depth in it. Depth. It doesn't look flat. Nothing on this board, to me, looks flat. When I play the Zachariah tables and the Gottlieb tables on the competition, it just doesn't feel like looking at something that's three-dimensional that has multiple layers, right? This definitely gives you the feeling of multiple layers. It makes you feel like you're going up and down ramps. The sound effects when you're moving around, playing around with the ball, playing on the table, it makes you feel like you're at a real machine playing something like this newer type pinball game. Okay, it's awesome. It's very fun. Okay, the ball itself, the ball looks to be like 3D. It looks like a real ball. It's shiny. It's not gray. It's got shine to it. If you look at the plunger, as you move it out, you know, the plunger looks and feels nice. See? The ball has a decent speed to it. I'm trying to play this at the same time. I'm talking to you guys. See, it talks to you and it says things to you. It says things like game over, or they'll tell you that you failed, or it'll tell you what's going on. They'll tell you it's about to have a battle between people. It tells you a lot of really cool things. Look at the DMD. I mean, you can see Spider-Man running. You know, that looks cool to me. It looks very cool to me. You know, it's. I just think people are really nitpicking on this machine and the Star Wars machine and the Attack from Mars machine. Now, granted, the Attack from Mars machine. Let me go to another table. The Attack from Mars machine does have some legit issues. I'm sure they'll fix them. Again, folks, this is Generation 1. See, it's talking to me? I mean, come on. Alright, we're gonna let this ball drop. Here's Spider-Man, Peter Parker talking. I mean, it's awesome, people.
Where did you go? The Goblin wants to play.
The Goblin wants to play. right? Very multimedia, people. This is like next generation shit here, people. This is how it's supposed to be. This is fun. Alright, we're gonna put, I don't know why. I can't believe this guy was gonna put a name in here. Alright, put your score up in the front when you lose. I don't know how in the world got 256,000 points doing nothing, but hey, it is what it is, right? So we're gonna go to another table. Civil War. It tells you what the table is. It's always talking, people. It's always talking and saying stuff. That is fun, people. That is fun.
In Stamford, Connecticut,
Look at that.
a violent clash between superheroes and supervillains near an elementary school resulted in a monstrous explosion. The recent call for superhuman registration has reached an all-time high after this unspeakable tragedy.
More survivors by the school's north side. Silence. Stanford that changed things for you, wasn't it?
Choose your side. And it's cool because they change its color.
The superhuman
I
registration.
mean, all kind of stuff.
It was coming anyway. I always thought registration was inevitable, though I did try to delay it. But after Stanford, there was just no stopping it.
They're having conversations with each other, people. I mean, it's wild. It's just good quality fun. This is fun. So I went through each table with this machine, people. I love every single table. Understand that. I love every single table on this machine. Every single one of the 10 tables play absolutely fun. I don't see any lag. It's absolutely smooth. The soundtracks are awesome. The characters talking to each other are awesome. You know, the things that happen when the missions are very cool. What more can you ask for? Yes, it does have room for improvement. Yes, it does. No one is saying it doesn't. But people are straight dogging these machines. They're straight dogging the Arcade1Up machine. It is far from the trash people call it. It's far from being junk. I hear people sending them back. I hear people canceling reservations, pre-orders. I don't get it. You know, yes, it could have a better back glass or with a multimedia screen. But guess what? At the price point, if you had a screen right there that was multimedia, guess what? This would be $1,000 machine, people. Not $599 or $550. No, for $550 or $599, yo, you cannot beat the value of this machine. Everyone in my house absolutely adores this machine. We stopped playing the arcade machines since we got this Marvel pinball machine. Now I'm considering and thinking about getting the daggone Star Wars. And definitely Attack from Mars. I want 3. I want them all. I want them all. This is awesome, people. For the price you pay for this and what you get, and it being Generation Uno, 1, Un. For being Generation 1, folks, this is amazing technology. This is great technology. Yes, it has some room for improvement, but damn it, what version 1 doesn't? Have you ever bought an Apple iPhone that you got the generation 1 of it, of the software? They didn't upgrade it? These are all software issues. Have you ever gotten an Android phone that you kept Android doesn't update like they should on every one that's out there, but even Android, every phone on the market takes updates. Heck, my 85-inch Samsung TV updates itself. Damn it, At Games updates the Legends arcade machines damn near 3-4 times a month. Okay? And this machine I have is like generation 2 or 2.1, whatever damn it want to call it. So folks, if you want to have fun, you want to enjoy your investment, you want to have something in your house that sticks out, your sore thumb, when people come in your house, they're going to want to play it. You want that? You want to have $500 to $600 that you invest in something fun to get used and enjoyed? You get one of these Arcade1Up Zen Studios pinball machines. These things, folks, are absolutely awesome. Okay? You want perfection? Doesn't exist. Again, I worked at the arcade. At the arcade, I had to learn how to repair real pinball machines. And let me tell you something. Do you know what most of my job was doing 9 to 5, Monday through Friday? Repairing machines, people. Repairing machines. And real pinball machines, they cost $5, $6, $7, $10, $15,000. You have to work on them bastards. You gotta grease the play field. It needs to be shined up, and it's like a bowling alley. The solenoids, things break all the time. This is not that. This is one and done. You get it, you play it, you enjoy it. It's that simple. So, Arcade1Up, thank you for putting this out. Because previously to this, I didn't have one. I didn't feel like building one because it would cost me $1,500 to $2,000 to build one, and tons of knowledge and videos to watch. This is awesome. Okay? This is awesome. You guys did a great job. I cannot wait to see what next. When you put out this kind of quality, Generation 2 is going to be dope. Period. So thank you, Arcade1Up. When the new ones come out, I'll definitely be doing a new video. So I'm glad you guys watched it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out. Thank you for watching. Peace.